Galactic Guardians. What a beautiful time to be alive and on this planet. Today we're going to be talking about starseeds. What are starseeds? For those of you that don't know, or maybe for those of you that do know and identify with starseeds. So let's get into that and start bringing together the pieces of our ancient past, which led us to where we are now and where we're going as humanity. I'm one of your hosts, Tsunami Diamond, together with...
What is my name?
My gorgeous beloved Meg, Mother Earth Gaia, Megan Cousins, and
This is my new tool. I just wow, I'm very impressed with this. Check it out. It is a feather by which type of
It's
animal?
the great horned owl. So I have a very sacred forest that I go to a lot at one of my homes over in Southern California, right across the street from it. And over the last 2 weeks, I've literally found in this forest at least 100 great horned owl feathers, a mixture of those and hawk feathers, which then I started looking into the great horned owl and the hawk, and they're actually like yin and yang, they say, of the forest, because the great horned owl is awake at night, and it's the predator, the hunter of the night, and the hawk is of the day, and they're like the yin and yang of that, right? So they're powerful feathers and gifts. I call them finding these gifts of the forest for us to work with the energies, because besides starseeds, like we're going to talk today, you have the elemental beings, you have the spirit guides and the spirit animals that are also working with us with their energy. And that's why in doing ceremonial work and doing these practices, a lot of times we're working with elements, right? We usually like to have elements with us all around in our spaces, with the elements, but also the energies of our animal friends.
Speaking of animal friends, your t-shirt. Did you plan on wearing that t-shirt today?
No, it's funny that I actually got into that. No, I did not have it planned that we were going to talk and I was going to talk about this, but I'm actually wearing this. And another time I'll tell a story of a very powerful owl activation that I had.
What do we do? Owls are magical.
So...
Real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had no idea you were going to say what you just said, right? Because we're just going at it each episode. We're just flow. And pushing to be as real as possible for life. Yeah. Okay. So when you said something about this energy and what this meaning was, and of the different... I felt like a duality, like from this to this.
Well, it's more the masculine, the feminine. It's
Perfect.
The yin and the yang.
Perfect. Instead of duality, my words were actually, the right word would be...
Well, it is polarity.
Okay.
Polarity up, up, down, left, right, light, dark. These are polarities. Without the opposite, it doesn't exist. Masculine, feminine energy as well, right?
Like my pants.
So no matter if you're if you're man or woman, we also are working with these polarities of energies all the time, and I like to look at it as a dance with the energies, where sometimes, because it's not all about becoming this perfect all the time balance of masculine and feminine equal, but sometimes you need to come soft with the feminine, and you need to get in more of the masculine role where it's take action and do something in that way, right?
Yeah, let's go build!
I think both of us have a really good flow of working with those two sides, because you can be really soft and that really feminine mother, right, Gaia energy, but then you get into the Drill Sergeant Meg.
Ready. So now that you've just said that, then I instantly felt a magnificent energy from this, and prior I was like, I haven't really worked with this tool too much, and so I started just doing a golden light frequency, visualizing it, and then this was like a wand helping me lighten up the energy in my body. And so there's actual tools, pretty interesting, and they're going to be pretty easy tools because creation didn't want us to make this feel so hard. We really have these tools planted here, and they're so simple like our inner child would figure it out. And I'm like, oh, do. So bringing us into that, what are the tools? Cool. So this is actually a tool, and I'm going to start using this more because then I did it to Dakota, and more light energy came out of his aura. Same with me when I did it to me, and I was opening up channels in my body using my imagination here, and with the direction I'm moving things, like moving energy up this way and here, opening up my chakras, cleansing our chakras, because our chakras are our main base of being. There are wheels that actually activate specific parts of our body. Super important to understand and master what chakras are, because that is our base that runs everything. That's just a galactic key.
So, starseeds, eh? What do you mean by starseeds? Well, let's maybe just have a little history story for a second and think about our existence on Earth. Well, do you think that life only exists here on Earth? Of course, there's some people that have lived in boxes because, unfortunately, a lot of the information that is going on has been kept secret from people. Fortunately, disclosure's happening right now on the planet, and people are starting to get informed of things that, like, let's say governments have known for a really long time, as well as, if you look back in our ancient history, you can see the involvement and interaction between different galactics and races. Some called them gods, but they were considered gods because they had very advanced technology and they came down from the sky in a time of those periods, right?
Including humans that figure out the keys or the tools or the ancient wisdom and study and then be that powerful being of understanding how this is created and creating and building what is here as well. So... Hold up, I got more. Which then also is showing us that this is true, that these humans are also these gods, you use those words, or the word could be leaders, intelligent wisdom keepers, directly connected to our creator, source, completely open, good channel for creation. You can use all those words. So yeah.
Yeah. So basically, humanity and before humanity, our existence throughout the star systems has been going on for a very, very long time. And what's going on the planet now, as far as this ascension process, has happened many times before in other star systems, such as you could think of it almost like in parent and grandparent lineage as on Earth. This is, you can think of in a way galactically, right? So essentially, when you look at the long lineage of races and galactic races and when they went through their ascension process, like the Pleiadians are essentially our grandparents, right? So they have a very big part. They're one of these starseed races that has been very prevalent in regards to helping humanity in this time. There's many Pleiadian starseeds, meaning someone that lived and is from the Pleiades and chose to incarnate in this time on Earth to help bring forth the changes that are coming, right? And also just even on another note, as far as star seed, essentially we are all composed of the stars, of the same thing the stars are composed of. So essentially everyone is a star seed in that essence as well. It's just some individuals, especially the ones that resonate as star seeds, are someone that's awakened to remember who they are and some of their past lives. existing in other star systems. And in regards to what's going on right now in this point of humanity and moving forward, we're at a very big apex turning point to how things are going to be on the planet, because we're very close to full disclosure happening, where literally we will have and be walking among many different extraterrestrials from many star systems. And when that takes place, we'll have access to far more advanced technologies and space yachts and and Stargate technologies and teleportation technologies and high-level quantum medbed technologies that can grow back limbs and revitalize everything in the body, keeping you into a peak state and essentially ageless, right? Earth itself is a galactic hub.
Let's just breathe on that one. What? Yeah!
And Earth is a galactic hub. It's been a very important, it is a very important point in the universe, and the universe is. It's a very special place, which is why so many different starseeds from so many different galaxies are here right now, here on this planet, that have come to be here to help, and they didn't want to miss out for what's going on here, because it's very exciting times, and a lot of these starseeds are waking up and remembering what happened on past planets when they went through their ascension process, when we went through the ascension process, and that way we can help teach others what's been done before and worked for other star systems, which is exciting. When you think about, okay, your ancestors and how do you learn from your past, right? Well, a lot of people are thinking very small, and most people are just thinking periodic of history that's past the flood era of the last cataclysm on the planet, with that period where a lot of our ancient past was wiped away. And that's why you have some people, like in Christianity, where they think the earth is only, or humanity has only been around for like 20,000 years, versus knowing about the ancient history.
Pause real quick. We're going to still film. Let's shut that mirror, or that, what is that in earth form? That window! Because there's a dog barking in my ear. What's it? Wonderful. Just a bit of a disruption.
So,
we can just keep it.
What it is right now is a lot of the truths are coming out. Obviously, people are starting. I mean, if you look at channels like Gaia TV, where there's a lot of shows, or soon to come Meg TV, Mother Earth Gaia.
Where can I find Meg TV?
Not yet. We are not here to tell you just yet.
Scratch that, guys. Scratch that.
See you soon.
Or all of the disclosure that's coming out. If you look, actually, there's a lot of disclosure happening on pretty big levels right now on the news and certain government agencies. I mean, there was even one of the high-level presidential official people out of Canada that came forward and talked about how they were working with, I think, like 10 different star races of galactics, and how they were doing all these different things with them. Unfortunately, the propaganda of the movies and what the kind of more negative media wants people to think about aliens is more about grays, and that all aliens are just bad and going to come abduct us and all these things.
Not happening.
No, but that's
it's
a lot of the
program
propaganda
trying
that's
to be
been put out there.
wired in humanity.
Independence Day, the movie, and all these movies that try to program people into a fear state of, of intergalactic interaction, right? So that's why the benevolent star races will not come down and do that full first contact until people are out of a state of fear. And that's why disclosure is so important. So people start knowing the real truths that have been getting covered up and drop out of a state of fear, and know that there's so many benevolent, far more benevolent star races that want to assist us and that are so excited to connect with us in person. And this, I mean, think Star Trek, Star Wars, all those things where it's, you know, humans and many different beings from all these star systems. This is our future. This is where we're going. And we're also going to have a chance to travel through the star systems, you know, and it's going to be a fun new adventure for humanity. I'll tell you that much.
15-minute mark. Also, you're telling me that we are not alone.
Oh. We're not alone.
Not alone at all. In fact, I could say that we are being watched. That this is what we've mentioned, a game. And everything that is created is being dialogued. It's in our dialogue. It's in our dialogue. It's in our Akashic records. Yeah. So yes, it's now time to merge the golden age, merging to what Tsunami said, to this truth, this reality coming forward. It's like all of the portals, all of the bases on Earth and in the multiverse have just gone boom, activate. And then consciousness is connected to that, and certain humans boom, feel it, and then they're like, wait, where am I? How did I get here? What the heck is going on? Or they are born with different flows of being like able to see through dreams, through experiences. Anyways, it's time to get galactivated. Okay.
Well, we are moving into Homo Galacticus.
What?
That's the first time I heard that. That's beautiful.
Cosmo sapiens. So that is where we're headed, because that is our true origins, you know, like we are, it's all interconnected. We've been thought we're so disconnected from even just people in a different country from us, that we're different, you know,
hidden from us.
We are all one here as well as out there too. And there is, right now, that's the thing. And that's why so many starseeds are here. Is this great convergence point on Earth. It's such a sacred place that's supposed to be, because there's a lot of portals here. There's a lot of stargates here. This is why there's a lot of, in like UFO sightings, there's a lot of traffic coming out of the water. Not all of these ships coming from around the galaxies are flying through the air hundreds of light years. They're coming through Stargate portals, which there's tons of them underwater. And I mean, that can then lead the conversation to inner Earth and many other layers to like mysteries that lie here on planet Earth. There is a lot of mysteries to be uncovered, you know, and there's like the ancient civilizations such as Atlantis or Lemuria, you know, where I'm very fascinated myself in studying ancient history to learn even why did those great civilizations fall? Because they were very advanced in many ways a long time ago, right? So it's like, how can we examine how they ended up falling as a civilization, and where did they go wrong, right?
And how does that connect with our now moment in time to be the one shifting this creation? Because when something falls, it's like you're starting all over to build again, though it's a learning experience. So right now is an important time to see the dismantling of toxic creations, to the rising, to the wisdom being shared in our ears, to us feeling the wisdom, to us observing, and to us going to seek the wisdom.
Yeah.
Amazing. So,
there's a lot more to share on all this subject.
We can go on, like really on.
Like there's a lot of stories to be told of experiences that we've had over these last years in regards to galactic experiences and connections with star councils and connecting with other star seeds and remembering past lives of our galactic past. And a lot of amazing things. But we just wanted to, in this episode, kind of give a good introduction basis on this subject, especially if you've never even heard of Starseed before. Like, really, what does this even mean, right? Like, so that's why we wanted to dive into, what does this mean and where are we going, right? So it can...
That's wonderful.
Yeah. We can...
All right. Well, thank you so much for visiting us here on our podcast, giving you a live action of rock and roll wisdom.
Thank you for
We'll see you
watching
soon.
Galactic Guardians. Love you all.